Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Bug Discussions podcast, the channel, man. Yo, whatever you want to call it. It is your boy, Jay Coop, man, back with another Jay Coop convo, you feel me? Hey, and as many of you guys already know, John Wall has been signed to the Los Angeles Clippers on a mid-level exception, you know what I'm saying? So I want to come on here and tell you guys some of the things I think he can provide for this Los Angeles Clippers team, because if there's one thing we know about this Los Angeles Clippers team, it is that they have been lacking a playmaking point guard for some time now, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, without wasting any more of your guys' time, let's get straight into this video.
Hey, yo, foreigner, you crazy for this?
Okay. Yeah, that thing I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock. Yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go with kill or go and sit on that block. I'm the type to get some trees.
Like I said, as many of you guys already know, John Wall has been signed to the mid-level exception by the Los Angeles Clippers, man. And I feel like the Los Angeles Clippers could not have made any better moves this free agency, considering all the things that they were missing, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, when it comes to that playmaking point guard position. Don't get me wrong, Reggie Jackson is definitely that guy, but I feel like when it comes to that playmaking aspect of the game, I feel like John Wall will open up a whole new level for this Los Angeles Clippers team, especially, like I said, when it comes to that playmaking side of the ball. So, yeah, man, the Clippers, they are definitely looking very, very deep, as if they weren't already, you know what I'm saying? Right now, the Los Angeles Clippers lineup consists of Reggie Jackson at the 1, John Wall at the 1. You have Paul George, you have Luke Kennard, and you have Brandon Boston Jr. at the 2. At the small forward position, you obviously have Kawhi Leonard, you have Norman Powell, and you also have Terrence Mann. At the power forward position, you have players like Marcus Morris, you have players like Robert Covington, and you also have Amir Coffey. And then at the center position, they have players like Zubac, and they also have players like Isaiah Hartenstein, who, to me personally, is one of the best backup centers in the league today. So, yeah, man, just from the roster alone, man, the Clippers are definitely looking like one of the deepest teams, if not the deepest team in the league. And then you go ahead and throw John Wall into the equation. Like I said, man, the Clippers, they do not need him to come in and average 20 points like he has for most of his career, you know what I'm saying? If he can come in and average 9 assists like he has for pretty much almost his whole career, I think that would be just, perfect for the Clippers. Because, like I said, one thing we know about the Clippers ever since Kawhi Leonard and Paul George got to this team, they have definitely lacked the playmaking aspect of the game, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you bring a player like John Wall in, especially on the mid-level exception, like, let's not forget about that. I know a lot of people are like, why would you sign John Wall when he's injury-prone? He's an injury-prone point guard who hasn't played in 4 years. When you're signing a player like John Wall to a mid-level exception, there's just, it's a low risk, high reward type move, you know what I'm saying? So regardless if all of this fails, say John Wall is just like a toxic teammate in the locker room, all we got to do is just cut his contract and he's gone like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to owe him any more money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like if he comes in and he's a toxic teammate, we're just fucked for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? No, we could get his ass up out of here like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see that with a player like John Wall. I feel like when John Wall comes to this Clippers team and, talks to to Tyronn Lue, and other players like, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, even Norman Powell, I feel like he's going to find his role, and I feel like he's going to play his role to a T, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like any system you put John Wall in, he's going to come in and he's going to contribute just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we can really sit here and say about John Wall is his injuries. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we can really say, besides maybe his three-point shooting, which, like I said, when you're bringing a player like John Wall into the Los Angeles Clippers team and you have players like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Norman Powell, who's one of the best catch and shooters in the league, yeah, man, this is the recipe for success, if you ask me. Yeah, man, I'm definitely very excited as a Clippers fan, man. I'm really hyped. I'm on cloud nine right now because, like I said, man, this is one thing we've been needing for so long, and now that we finally have a playmaking point guard who can just come in and set our guys up. Yeah, man, that just takes the load off of Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, all of that. It's so much more, you know what I'm saying? Now that they can focus on other aspects of the game, like actually playing a lot harder defense, because there's one thing that Kawhi Leonard has been getting knocked on the past couple years, and that's his defense. Because a lot of people have been saying, obviously he's still a great defender. Don't get that misinterpreted. But I'm saying that people have said his defense has taken a little bit of a step back just because he's had to, step up on the scoring aspect of the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, you know what I'm saying? So his defense took a little bit of a hit. But now that we have someone like John Wall who can come in and set up the other teammates, man, it just makes the game so much easier for everyone else, dude. Even from players like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, all the way to the 15th man on the roster, man. So it just makes it so much easier, man. I'm so excited. Could not be happier. But, hey, man, I want to know your guys' opinion on this John Wall signing to the Los Angeles Clippers. So be sure to leave your guys' opinions in the comments below about this John Wall signing to the Los Angeles Clippers, man, because as you guys know, I'm very, very curious to see what you guys have to say about this, man. Let me know if you guys think the Clippers are going to be contenders. Let me know if you guys think they're going to be pretenders, man. Either way, I'm excited. I'm hyped. But, man, hey, until next time, y'all, keep bucket discussing. Keep enjoying the game of basketball. And peace.
In the jungle like I'm Conan, count up with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man, making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boasting. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold, and he didn't make it up to college. So them streets where he enrolled in. I know I'm a scholar from the moments that I was exposed in.